Hi everybody, Keith Arsenault here for HartfordHawks.com with head coach Diana Consolmagno of the softball team. Getting ready for your final home series of the season. You've got the doubleheader today coming up against Sacred Heart. I know you had senior day on Sunday, but this is the last game for these seniors here at home. What kind of emotions do you have and do they have coming up to this game?
I think the emotions kind of went this weekend. I think they're going to be focused on the game and kind of be focused on the rest of the season and what they have to do in order to get to the tournament.
Now, we had talked a couple days ago, and you still do have 2 to 4 weeks left in this season, far from over. How do you manage that and playing your final game on the road at home, but then going on the road for the rest of the year?
We've been at home for a little while, so I think we're ready to go back on the road. I think it's a scenario where we know what we have to do now. We have to go ahead and beat UMBC, beat Maine, so that we can go ahead to get to our ultimate goal, which has been making the tournament this year.
Now, talk a little bit about today. You've got Sacred Heart coming in, Nutmeg State rival. How do you match up with Sacred Heart?
I think it'll be a good matchup. We played them this past fall. We beat them. Last year we dropped 2 to them, but it was a competitive game, a competitive series throughout. I think being at home, as usual, will help. But I think it's a scenario coming off last weekend, going into next weekend, we're ready to go. And I think it'll be a good matchup, but we should come out on top for both.
Playing a team from Connecticut, another private school in Connecticut, do you have a little extra motivation going in, trying to win the state?
Yeah, I mean, it just like always, it's any game, we're going out to win. Being a Connecticut rival, obviously, yeah, it's someone who we see every year, but in the same sense, we just want to win out now for the rest of the season.
Now, on a little bit of a lighter side, I had told you about this earlier, so you're not really surprised that this is coming up, but you have a parent of one of your players, freshman Erin Okanowski. Her mother has a unique talent, baked a cake for the team for your banquet over the weekend, and there was a special cake topper, a mini Diana. What do you think about that?
The cake was beautiful. It was kind of like a cake boss cake. It should have been on TV. So that was amazing in itself that, she built something like that. As far as the topping of the cake, it was interesting. Again, very talented, and I do have to thank her again because that was phenomenal.
All right, well, this will be the last time that the Hawks play in West Hartford during the regular season this year. They will take on the Sacred Heart Pioneers coming up at 2:30 right here on HartfordHawks.com, Hartford All Access.